episode of GTV, and this time is always designed to connect you back to presence, to remind you of who you truly are, and to inspire you to live in a way that is more harmonious to the desires of your heart. In today's tea time together, we are going to be exploring the idea of trust and faith, and looking specifically at places and our beliefs around trust and faith. And to begin, I want to just invite you into an area of your life that you feel like, yeah, I feel pretty trusting of this. I feel pretty faithful. I feel like everything is going to work out. I feel like things are just, I know that I'm supported in this area. I know that the universe or God or spirit or whatever word you use has shown up for me here before. And I feel like I'm pretty good here. I feel safe here. I feel trusting here. So I want you to feel into an area or a place in your life that you feel safe, that you feel like supported in. And that can be work, that can be your relationship, that can be your home, that can be you feel trusting of yourself, which is a beautiful thing. You can feel just connected to this feeling of trusting that your business is going to evolve in the right way. What is one thing in your life that you can recognize you're already in a relationship to in a trusting way, and something that is trusting, what feels like something you are trusting? So I really want you to just feel into this. What is something that comes to mind? And even if the mind kicks in and says, I don't really know because this could happen, or sometimes I feel this way, sometimes I don't. It's okay if you fluctuate in your feelings around something, but overall, what is the baseline energy? Where do you feel this baseline feeling of trust and faith? Tea time. And now I want us to feel into something that has recently made you feel anxious, or that has recently sparked this feeling of, I'm not safe. This doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel good. I don't feel like I'm supported in this. I don't feel like the universe has got my back in this. I don't feel like it's going to work out. I don't feel like it's ever going to happen. It's not happening fast enough. It's not happening in the way that I wish it would be happening. What's something that has recently brought on that feeling of lack of trust, has brought on that feeling of lack of safety, has triggered that feeling of, I don't know if I'm fully supported in this, and I don't know how it's going to work out, and my mind can't project out into the future, and I don't really feel safe. What's one thing that comes to mind? Or multiple things? And now the space that I want to go into with you is the idea of an everlasting, omnipresent, omnipotent, eternal feeling of faith, eternal feeling of sufficiency, eternal feeling of everything is going to be okay. And if I can trust that I'm supported in this area of my life, if I believe and see that for some way, somehow, God, life, the universe has delivered a form of a miracle, of something I've needed, of taking care of me, of supplying something that I've needed, whether that is financially, whether that is relationship-wise, friendship-wise, community-wise, creative-wise. What is one way that you already recognize you've been supported and taken care of by life? And if we see that, if we feel that, if we recognize that miracle that we've experienced, why is it that over in these other places, when these feelings trigger, we no longer feel or believe that that same presence over here can get transferred to be over here? Even though that one presence is omnipresent, even though that one feeling is always here, even though the energy of trust, the frequency of faith, the frequency of trust and faith and believing that we are supported and held through life, that is universal. That transcends identity that transcends what it's for. It doesn't matter if it's for believing that you're going to eat dinner tonight, or that you're going to wake up tomorrow, or that you're going to manifest your soulmate, or that you're going to open up your dream job. It doesn't matter. It doesn't speak in a language that is selective. Life simply just wants to support you. Life simply just wants to take care of you. Life simply just wants you to remember that you belong here, and that the essence of life is supportive, is faithful, is here for you. The sun does not shine on certain parts of the planet and then forget to shine in other parts of the planet. The sun envelopes our earth with its light, with its energy, with its warmth. The trees don't just wake up one day and say, you know what, I'm going to shrink back inside into the ground. I don't really want to be here today. I don't really want to do this whole oxygenating thing. I'm not really feeling like it. The trees stand. They are here. They are with us. They are present. And even though you look at nature, and we have cycles, and we have rhythms, and we have seasons of growth and blooming, and seasons of death and transformation and shedding. But overall, what is the energy? It's always here. It's always present. And so when we look at trusting in our life, if we say that we're trusting that the universe is going to provide something for me in a relationship, but then over here we say, I'm not really sure if I'm taken care of. I'm not really sure if God's going to show up for me. I don't actually believe that there's a plan here. I don't actually see how, because maybe we've never experienced it before in that area of our life, and that's okay. And that is just the innocence of our body and our mind that is looking and searching for safety. And so what I want to invite you into is to bring that safety, bring that assurance, bring that connection, bring that restoration to that part of yourself now that says, I don't know what it actually feels like to be fully supported or fully trusting in a healthy relationship. I've never experienced that before. But what I have experienced is financial success, is career success, is being given opportunities to grow and expand and birth and bloom into more abundance. So I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to be supported in that way. But I've never experienced that in this setting. I've never experienced that in this way. I don't know what that feels like to travel across the world and trust that I'm going to be taken care of. But I know what it feels like to speak on stage in my career and know that I'm going to be taken care of in that way. It's the same energy. It's the same presence that wants to bring you love, that wants to bring you safety, that wants to take care of you, that wants to provide for you, that wants you to know that you are supported in every area of life, and that this can be possible for you. Even to the mind and the parts of us that are saying, I don't know what it feels like. How can we draw on that energy and try to identify it somewhere where we have experienced a miracle, where we have experienced life surprising us with beauty, surprising us with something we didn't see coming? Or we think of something in our past that we survived, that we endured, that we grew out of, that we transformed through, that we never thought we would get out of. We never thought it'd be possible. We couldn't see a way out. We didn't think there'd be a plan. We didn't think there'd be a next step, but there was. And so how can we really lean into this feeling that trust, that faith, that same presence that knows how to communicate with the cosmos and the sunshine and nature and life here and oxygen in your lungs and air in your lungs and your heart beating in your body, that same force knows how to take care of you in moments, even when you don't see it happening, even when you can't see it or understand it, even when you can't project into how it's going to happen or what it's going to look like, or if there's something that you haven't done before, how could you possibly know it's going to be okay? And so that's my invitation for you this week. Tea time. So that's my invitation to you this week, is to reflect and Feel into ways that you recognize life has shown up for you, and you recognize that you were safe and taken care of. And now feel into something present that is triggering or provoking anxiety, or communicating to your body that it's not going to be okay, that it's not safe, that it's not allowed, that you're not safe in it. How can you help that part of you see and know that trust is a energy that we can allow to really encompass and envelope you in all areas of your life, in all places of your heart, and all the yearnings and the longings and the cravings of your soul, that there is this presence that knows how to reach and touch and support each and every part of you. And it's not selective, and you're not abandoned in certain places and more blessed in others. Yes, there are challenges. Yes, there is a soul curriculum, if you will, of places that are going to require a little bit extra and a little bit extra courage and a little bit extra breakthrough in order for you to get there. But that all of you is allowed to receive this trust, that all of you is allowed, that all of you is wrapped in this energy. It's like when you're laying in a blanket and part of your arm is sticking out and you're like, oh, I just want this blanket to cover all of me. It's that feeling of like all of me is wrapped in this energy. Maybe not your head or your face, that might not be very comfortable, but you know what I mean. No limb, no finger dangling out, no toe at the edge of the blanket, and you're like, could I please cover this? I just want to feel all of this. I just want to feel like all of me is safe. I just want to feel like all of me is taken care of. I just want to feel like everything's going to be okay. That's truly being in flow of life and trusting in life. It's not saying I'll trust here but not there. I'll take it here but not over here. It's saying everything I'm trusting. I'm choosing to trust everything here right now, even if it feels scary, even if it feels fake, even if it feels foreign, even if it feels freaky. I choose to do it. I choose to feel. I choose to be with me. And I choose to know that I am so worthy of all of me being supported in this life. As a little reminder to allow the energy of trust to permeate every single part of your being, because that's what life wants to do for you and with you. Like, I want you to imagine that you're having this conversation with God or the angels and them being like, you know, Hannah, we wanted to support you in your career and your family, but we really only had this much to give you, so you're gonna just get the support and the trust over here. So you're taken care of over here, but over here you're just gonna have a little bit of a shit show. You know, imagine the angels like actually saying that to you. Imagine God being like, yeah, we'll help you out, like, you know, with paying your rent this month, but we're not, when you get in that car accident, like, forget it. Like, we're out from there. Like, that at that point, we're gonna be out. That's like, do we really, is that our belief? Like, do we really want to believe in a life, in a world that exists that way? And I'm speaking to this because I know that this is what collectively pain and trauma and just terrible, horrific things happening in our life. I know that this is what that does to us. It does fracture us. It does fragment us. It does say, only this is safe, only that is okay, this is here, I'm safe over here, I got help over here. But what does it feel like, even if just for a moment, to bring all of you here, and to feel all of you here truly being held and supported by life? All of me here, all of me here. Okay. Oh, that's what this feels like. The angels, they're not giving up on you. God isn't like, oh, that's all we got for today. Like, better luck next lifetime, you know? It's not destined for you. You are here and you are worthy of moving through life with both feet on the ground, with both feet firmly pressing into the ground, receiving up through the earth the energy that is here to hold you. And so how can we allow that energy of faith and trust to really envelope our entire being, our entire world, all of our worries, all of our fears, all of the voices that come and creep in and say, this part isn't going to be okay. I'm not sure if life will show up for me here. I'm not sure if there's going to be enough for me over here. I don't know if there'll be anything left for me here. I don't know if I'm going to be okay over here. Right? This is the language and the story of the younger parts of us that did not have what we need, that were not supported or taken care of, or did not receive the love that we needed. Or maybe it's a storyline that's just been embedded in ourselves for lifetimes. But we have the opportunity to, even if it's just for a moment, open up to receive a new way of being and to let ourselves feel what it feels like to trust and believe that all of us can be here. All of who we are can be here, can be together, can be unified and moving through life in a way that feels how complete and whole and safe we can truly be. And this is the work, and this is the practice, and this is the invitation. And I truly hope this time has been nourishing and supportive for you. And I'm sending you all the love, and I hope you're drinking some delicious tea. And I will see you soon.